Hi guys, welcome to my channel once again. It's your favorite bridal coach here. Guys, today I'm going to be talking about 20 mistakes brides to be make. I'm not talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20. Yes. So, sit back and watch everything because I've seen a lot of people make these mistakes and it costs them money. It becomes a major stress factor. I always say that weddings are an exciting event, so you don't want to actually be overwhelmed when planning your wedding, and it is very possible. So, come with me, guys. If you're not yet subscribed to this channel at this point, please do so. Like this video as well so that it will reach more persons, and turn on your notification bell because more juicy content coming from me to you till the end of the year. Let's do this, guys. Number one thing on my list is pushing things till last minute. It's not good for planning. It's bad planning and it stresses one out. Try to sort out everything that concerns your wedding before 4 weeks before your wedding. So before 4 weeks before your wedding. So when it's about 4 weeks to your wedding, ensure that you're already wrapping up. When it's about 4 weeks to your wedding, ensure that you're already wrapping up things, right? Putting things in place. 3 weeks to your wedding, ensure that it's just the last minute things that you are doing. What you should actually be doing the week of your wedding is maybe your spa treatment, your nails, those kind of like pampering things. That's what you should be doing. Don't be thinking of it, you haven't your dress, that's not what you should be thinking. So please ensure that you do not leave things to last minute. I know that I have a video somewhere. I'll probably just put it here that talks about that, gives you like a checklist of the things that you need for your wedding. You can grab that free template. The next thing on my list is please stop booking your vendors with verbal communication only. You can't say, oh, I've booked this caterer because I told her that. No, you have to make a deposit. That's how you make bookings. So if you just bank on, I made this booking because I chatted this person up, you don't have a booking yet, you don't have a vendor. So, and I see a lot of people make this mistake, like, oh, okay, I already spoke with someone, yes, I have this person sorted, and then they go back to meet that vendor, and the vendor is like, sorry, I am booked for that day because you didn't make a payment. So nobody accepts or keeps a date for you without you making a deposit. The next mistake that I see bride make is going for the cheapest option. If the cheapest option is great, if the vendor that is offering the cheapest option is professional, by all means, please go for them. But compromising quality because that's the cheapest option can cost you so much. So don't hire people because they are the cheapest option for you. They might not be the best fit for what you want. The first question to ask is this person professional? Can this person deliver? Now, is this person reasonably priced? Right? Then you're good to go. The next thing I want to talk about is using one company to cater to different or several aspects of your wedding. Except they have structures, please do not fall for this. Avoid this mistake as much as you can. Except they really have structure, that is when you can say, okay, I want to go for this option. But if they don't have structures, so structure will mean, so take for instance, you're using the same person as your planner, as your decorator, as your caterer. How do they want to manage things, right? If they do not have structure, like, okay, I have a manager who caters to just my decoration firm, I have a manager who manages my planning firm, I have a manager who manages the catering firm. That's structure. So you know that those are like your go-to for different aspects of things. But if they are the ones like managing everything, trust me, things will flop. So ensure to watch out for that as much as you can when planning your wedding. The next mistake that I see a lot of brides make is drawing the line between family vendors and professional vendors. So you want to hire your family member because the cheapest option and everything. Perfect. I mean, I would not say that when my family member wants to get married, they should go outside to look for a planner. If they are going to hire me, then I'll keep things professional as well. I'm not going to be casual in any form. I am going to treat their wedding the same way I'm going to treat any other person's wedding. So you need to learn to draw the line. Even professionals need to learn to draw the line. Don't say, oh, she's my baby sister, don't worry, anything will go. No, anything would not go. Let us learn to draw the line between being family and being a professional. Brides as well, please watch this. You can already tell if your family member, you see that maybe sometimes they've done something for one family member before and they were not professional on the job. That's a red flag. So watch out for that. Don't be sentimental to say, well, in my family she does it, I want to use that. Don't be sentimental. You don't plan on getting married twice. So stop these mistakes already. Let these mistakes stop, right? The next mistake is people ditching the trials. You don't want to ditch the trial. So if someone says, so take for instance maybe your makeup, and the person that you're using, you've never seen their makeup on anybody on ground. They've never made you up yourself. Please ensure that they do something on your face before your wedding day, so that you can actually be sure that you are good to go. Please. There's so much to talk about here, but because I'm still going on 20, let's just keep this until maybe sometimes I'll share some stories. The next thing on my list is saving too many pictures. It's okay, save as many pictures as you want, but know where to draw the line. So you can tell yourself, okay, I want to see what maybe 5 or 7 looks will be like when I compare them. But having like 20, 30, that's a lot. You'll get confused. Know where to draw the line, know where to stop saving those pictures from Pinterest, know where to stop on Instagram. Just always know where to stop and make a decision, right? You don't have all the time to plan. Yes, take your time, be sure of what you want. That's certain, that's given, but don't overdo it, because it can actually stress you out where you have too many options to choose from and you don't know what to go for. And oftentimes a bridal consultation will actually save you all of these things. Yeah. So if you meet with a professional to guide you, it will help you with decision making. It will help you with streamlining things down. Actually, yeah. So you might probably want to try out that option if you have the funds for it. Another mistake that I see people make is choosing bridesmaids because of out of emotions, like, oh, she's my friend, she hasn't been my friend for long, she needs to be on my train. No, she doesn't need to be on your train. You can refer to this video that I did responding to Lifa to see how you can actually pick your bridesmaid. It would really, really guide you. So don't be sentimental when picking your bridesmaid and then you choose the wrong set of people, to be on your train. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. The next mistake that I see a lot of people make is hiring a vendor without doing your due diligence. Just say, oh, I saw them on Instagram, I think they are good. Seeing them on Instagram doesn't mean that they are good. Displaying their best pictures doesn't mean that their work ethic is perfect. So you want to ask questions. I think I talked about this severally. Ask questions from people that you've worked with. Reach out to people, reach out to planners. Trust people are willing to give you a review about that vendor, so you don't make mistakes hiring the wrong set of people for your wedding. Another mistake that I see a lot of people make is booking your wedding venue before you do your entire budget. Except if, you can just tell how much, maybe you have like a good budget and you can tell, okay, there's no way this venue fits into my budget, then that's fine. But if you haven't done your entire budgeting, please don't start booking anything. Ensure that you have an idea of the total amount of money you will spend, because the truth is, when you miss out this step, it is a major stress factor. Money is a major stress factor. So ensure that you have a good idea of the entire amount of money you'll be spending for your wedding before you start disbursing funds. Please take note, it's very important. The next thing here is getting wrapped up in everybody's opinion and leaving yours out. How? It's a big mistake. I see some brides trying to please everybody except themselves. How now? It's your wedding. I understand that people say it's our wedding, but it's still your wedding. You can't be taking everybody's opinion and leaving your own opinion as the last thing. When they give you, then okay, thank you. But the good thing is, that's why it's very important to always have your vision in place, so that you already know what you want, and then that's what you're following. If anybody contributes, if it doesn't align with your vision, you know that you move on. So please, stop getting wrapped up in everybody's opinion and not even considering what you want for your own wedding. The next mistake that I see a lot of brides make is you just want to lose that weight before your wedding. It is not important, trust me. These days we have like all this body trimming, what's it called, that you can use for your outfit to come out with. Although I hear it's not the most comfortable thing, right? But sometimes you can just stress yourself out, or you even overlose weight or something. You can start way ahead, reach out to a professional to guide you on how you can do this properly But don't just go all out by yourself, starving yourself, not eating, and saying that you want to lose weight. It might not be so good at the end of the day, and you don't want that for yourself. So have a proper plan when you're trying to lose weight before your wedding. Another mistake that I see a lot of people make is spending money on things you don't consider necessary. This is why it is very important for you to actually draw up your budget before you start spending or before you start disbursing funds. You can actually strike out what you need from what you do not need, right? You can strike out your list and say, no, I don't need this thing. I consider this thing priority and things. So it is very important that you take that step before you start disbursing funds, so you do not spend money on things that you later look back on and say, this was really unnecessary. So a typical example is, if you know that you do not want, you're like, oh, I'm not a big fan on wedding dress and all of these things, then you probably want to buy a second-hand dress. I know that there are some companies that do that. I'll probably share some later in another video. If you would like that, let me know. So you can buy your outfit from those vendors, and then you probably sell again back to them or something. So you don't have to spend a ton on your wedding dress if you're not big on it. Do you understand? Yeah. The next mistake that I see a lot of brides make is, as soon as they get engaged, they want to start shopping for dress or just booking vendors. You have missed many steps backward. You can catch this video on what the step-by-step guide on how to plan your wedding. You have missed the part of creating your vision. You have missed the part of budget planning, creating your guest size. I've missed out on many parts, so you need to go back to correct that. The next mistake that I see a lot of brides make is booking a cheap photographer and videographer for your wedding. This is one area where you want to spend more money. That's the truth, because you want to look back at your wedding and you're like, oh wow, I did this, I looked good here, my makeup, oh wow, it came out like this, oh the decor was beautiful. So you want to hire a good photographer. I'm not saying overspend. If you have the money to spend, that's good, but just ensure that you book a good photographer and videographer for your wedding. Maybe even photographer, yes, a good photographer for your wedding, please. Another mistake that I see a lot of brides make is not managing themselves for a one-day event. So you haven't prepared yourself mentally for that one-day event. If it's a one-day event, you need to prepare, you need to create your timeline, you need to ask, just ensure that you have an idea of how everything will go, so that you are prepared, and that day, you're fully ready for the big day. Another mistake that I see a lot of brides make is wanting to micromanage everything. You cannot micromanage everything and be comfortable or from your seat. Instead of you enjoying the moment with your husband, you're trying to control everything. The truth is, you cannot control everything, because there are 300 or 500, I don't know what your guest size is, let's even say 100 individuals in that room that have individual differences. So you cannot manage everything. If you have people who are taking care of things for you, just trust them to handle things, to handle the people. You enjoy the love of your life, enjoy your wedding, because you don't plan on getting married twice. Another mistake that I see a lot of people make is, when going for your fitting, ensure you go with the shoes that you'll be wearing on the wedding day. So you want to balance things out. You want to see that everything actually works well. So the next mistake is following trends, or saying yes to everything. You don't have to follow the trends that is not your style. So if a trend is not your style, you don't need to follow that trend. Another mistake is, people say, oh, they want to just get coordinators, they've planned everything. See, the truth is, I don't believe that anybody can coordinate what they did not plan. So even if except if you're a planner, but even if you have done major things ahead, right? Still ensure that you run things through, so that you cover all the gaps that you might have missed. And lastly, I see people planning outdoor weddings during the rainy season. Stop it! It's a big mistake already. So guys, I've come to the end of this video. These are 20 mistakes that I see a lot of brides make. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, share this video with your friends and your loved ones, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.